Hello students, welcome to our today lecture. In our today lecture we are going to discuss Breusch-Pagan test. Basically, Breusch-Pagan test is used to identify the cycles in business phases. As we know that there are four cycles in business phases like boom, recession, depression and recovery. So this test is used to identify the boom and bust, and it tells us that where the economy is at peak position and when were the economy as a trough or the in recession time period. So we used Breusch-Pagan test in order to check that in which time period economy is at peak and in which economy is at recession and where was the turning point. So as an economic point of view, these both points, peak and recession times, play an important role for decision making. So in order to know where are the boom and bust or where are the peak or trough in our time data, so for that purpose we use Breusch-Pagan test. So now let's do it how we can apply this test. So first of all we have to bring all of our data set from Excel to in Eviews file. Like my data set is from 1990 to 2019. So then I have go to my Eviews file, then go to file, new, work file. Here I have to mention the start and end date for my data set, then click on OK, then go to quick empty group, and here I have to paste my data set here. So as you can see that now my data is here in an Excel file to Eviews file. So now double click on your this variable which is an economic index and click on view. First you can see it by graph. Go by all these default option. So as you can see that there are multiple, you can see that here is recession time period, here is peak, and then here is recession, then goes to peak. There are multiple recession and peak time period. So we want to know exactly on which date there are peak and when there was recession time period. So for that, go to add-ins and go to Breusch-Pagan test. So if Breusch-Pagan test is not available in your this data set, so on these options, so before that you have to go to download add-ins, and in these options you have to download this option BBQ test. Click on this and click on install button, and then it will be added to your all the test. So as I have already taken this test into my add-in, so I will go to Breusch-Pagan test, then click on OK and go with these default options, then click on OK. You can also change these options according to your own data set, according to your estimation, according to your own policy decisions. So click on OK. So now here you can see that it has given us the turning point for our variable which was economic index. So as you can see that first peak was in 1996, then first our trough was in 1994, then again turning point was 2010, then trough was 2000, then peak point was in 2017, and the trough time was in 2013. So these are the turning point. So by looking at these we can make policy decisions. So there were 3 peak time periods and there were 3 troughs in this data set, and these time duration which take from trough to peak and peak to trough, and here the expansion. So in that time period how our variables or how our stock market increases, and contraction mean how in that time period our there was decline, and in cumulation it shows that overall in that time period there was a positive of 90 and there was contraction of 38 units in our whole data set. So this is how you can get the results for your Breusch-Pagan test in order to check where was the peak and where was the recession time period in your particular data set.